Hey guys, Chris from Pro Beast Audio Installation, and today we're doing a backup camera on this Honda Crosstour. Now this will be somewhat similar to the regular Accord, but except for the Crosstour is a 5-door instead of a 4-door in the trunk. So the part where we actually mount the camera may differ a little bit, but generally speaking the technique will be the same. In this install, we're going to go ahead and remove this radio. Now, we're not going to show the process of popping out the aftermarket radio that we've already installed. We have a video on the channel showing how to remove the factory radio to install this aftermarket doubled in. So if you want to check that out to see how we get to this point, go ahead and check the link in the description. It'll walk you through that step by step. At this time, we're going to actually jump over to our bench, show you the camera that we're going to use. We're going to get this out here real quick and go ahead and start there. Alright, so the parts that we're going to need for our backup camera install, we picked up this backup camera kit. It's a license plate mountable kit. So this kit's kind of cool because it actually sits back behind your license plate. It'll mount to it so you don't have this ugly bracket in front of it. And then this is adjustable here depending on the angle that you want to get set up. So this is your power and ground, and this is your video output from the camera. Comes with plenty of length of wire, so we're going to run one end plugging into this camera output. The other one will plug into the camera input on a radio. And fortunately, this long red wire on both sides here runs in parallel to this, and it just allows you to run a trigger wire. So one end will be connected to the reverse trigger on your radio. The other end we're going to wire to the positive wire on the reverse light. So when that light turns on, that positive is hot. It'll send that signal through this red wire, through this long bundle. This other end will connect to the trigger, and it automatically cycles the radio over to the reverse mode. And then this kit also comes with a power cable. Now, a couple of ways you can install this power cable. It's not too long here, but you can either also wire this to the power and ground of the reverse light, so it turns on when the car's in reverse, or you can wire this all the way up to switched power when the key's on. If you have any questions specifically on the different wiring techniques for backup cameras, we'll throw a link in the description. We have a great video for that. Well, let's go ahead and get this wired in. Now, we'll set our camera off to the side. The first thing we're going to do is pop out a radio. Now, we're actually going with an aftermarket radio for our Accord slash Crosstour. We're using this Scosche kit, putting in a doubled-in radio. If you have questions on how to remove the radio that's currently in your car, I'll have a link to this radio install video where we go through pulling the whole radio out. Okay, so we've got our harness all taped up. This end plugs into our Pioneer. This end plugs into the car. This, I extended our purple white wire, which is the backup camera trigger wire for the radio, just so it's long enough that when we add our backup camera, that we can easily connect our trigger wire into that. Okay, so with our radio out and ready to go, we got our video wire ready. Now, on our Pioneer harness here, the purple white with Pioneer is our trigger wire. And essentially, it's that wire that we need to tap into to trigger the radio to go in reverse when it detects those reverse lights on. So, remember that long red wire that runs in parallel to the video wire in this cable that runs to the back. We hook that up to that trigger wire, and this end will plug into the reverse camera input on the back of the radio, because this is where the signal's coming from the backup camera, and we want to feed it to our new radio. So with that out, let's go ahead and get all our connections to the radio, get the radio back in, and continue to run this wire along the kick panels, up underneath those panels to the back area. Okay, so we got our backup camera video input RCA connected to the camera input on the radio. We got the trigger wire also connected, so this is ready to go. Let's reassemble the dash and continue running our camera wire and our power wire for our backup camera. Okay, so as you can see, we popped our radio back in just so it was out temporarily and allowing us to hook up our RCA input for the video cable as well as the trigger wire. Now you also may notice I have this long purple wire here. What I did is I tapped into the red accessory wire on the wiring harness, and what that does, so this means that this is on when the key is on, and we're going to use this to power the camera, the positive side of the camera. We're doing this so we're not only reliant on the power from the reverse light to power the camera, because we want to see what's behind us sometimes when we're not in reverse. So I'm going to run this along with our video wire here, and what this is going to do is power the camera, and then this will carry the signal from the camera to display on the radio. So we're going to slowly work these wires up underneath the panels, heading to the back of the car. Okay, so with our tail light removed, we have this harness right here. And what this harness is the power and ground to our reverse light. We're going to use the power on this side of the wire to trigger the radio to go into reverse. So we're going to connect into that. Alright, so we fed our wire just up underneath these panels here, comes out here. And then what we did, rather than taking this all apart, what I did is with the tail light out, pop this in, I used a hanger, and I fished the hanger down through that hole, which came out the bottom. Then I just hooked the wires to the hanger and fed them up through here. And so I was able to have that purple and black wire up here. And then I used that same hanger and fished it out here and pulled those wires on through. Now I pulled this on back so we can begin running wire. And then I open the grommet up so I can start fishing wire. We have to go through that grommet, and then we're going to go into the hatch area. Now what this white wire is, remember our trigger wire on our video cable? Well, it's a little short. So I went ahead and just extended it. I have some white wire hanging around, and we're using this as our trigger wire. And what this is going to do is tie into the positive of our reverse light. And so when that light turns on, puts power to that red/white wire, which will signal the radio where we hooked it up to the radio to go to reverse when the light is on. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and start working. This is probably the hardest part, is to fish this wire through this grommet and then up into the hatch here. Now to help prep for that, we're going to go ahead and start popping off all these panels to give us the space we need to work. Okay, we were able to pull those wires on through. I made my own little fish here, and as you saw me pull it through, I hooked a zip tie and then wrapped it in tape. We used a little bit of soap and water to make it real slippery. and we pull that whole thing on through, and we got our trigger wire, power wire for the camera, and our video wire all ready to go. Pull that on through. We're going to stick it in here, fish it up through here, out this hole along the factory loom towards the license plate. Okay, so we zip tied our wire all the way up here, and now we're about up to this point. We got to go ahead and make some space so we can drill just a small hole to get up underneath there to feed our wire through to the license plate, because there's no grommet on this side. So we'll probably drill just a small enough hole that we can run our wires through and then seal it up. Okay, so we found, we're going to get our camera mounted here, and then what I did is I just filed a little spot here because I didn't want to drill through the body, and there's no grommet underneath here. So we went ahead and just filed a little notch in our license plate light to allow that wire to pass through, and it still seals around the wire so there won't be any water leak. Then up underneath it comes out here, and then we hooked our RCA up for video, and then our power here. And now we need to make our connections. So remember the wire that's off of our video cable, our trigger wire. Well, I hooked that into that white wire because remember that all goes all the way down here, and we need to solder this in. But we went ahead and connected that to that positive wire on our reverse light. So that's going to go all the way up there through in parallel with the RCA all the way up to the front, and connects into our Pioneer purple and white wire to trigger the radio to go in reverse once that light illuminates. Now for power for the camera, our camera came with its own little harness, which is this guy here. I just shortened it up a little bit, and the power side goes in that purple wire. Remember, we connected into the radio's accessory red up front, that I just extended that purple. Well, that's going to draw power at any time the key is on, so the camera is always on when the car is running, or at least in the on switch. Now for the ground for a camera, we'll zip tie it up, but the body of the wiper motor here is grounded, so we put a little ring terminal and put it on one of these because this is an unpainted surface, and we put that there, and what that's going to do is just ground the camera because it's such a low amperage, it works just fine on that point. Got a little bit of extra cable hanging down. We're going to zip tie the rest of it so it looks nice and clean. Trim off the ends of our zip ties here, get the license plate back on, and then begin reassembling all our panels. Got our connections all taped up. We're all zip tied, all nice and clean. We actually did a quick test off camera. Things are working great. So at this point, we're going to start reassembling panels. And once we get everything put back on in reverse order, we're going to give you a test. Okay, everything's reassembled. All put back together here. Just in reverse order. Not too bad. Let's head up front and do a little test. Alright, we're in the car here. Let's go ahead and do a little test. Now if we go ahead and put it in reverse, because remember we tapped into the reverse light, hooked up that trigger wire, automatically cycles over, which is awesome. Put it back in park. Since that light turns off, it deactivates the trigger on the radio, and it cycles back to the source you were on previously. Now, because we wire the camera's power wire to a switch source, meaning we're not only relying on the power of the reverse light, instead we have it hooked into switch power. Right now the camera's still on because the radio's on, so if we go to the camera view here, we can still go see what's behind us, even though I'm in park or drive or whatever other gear besides reverse you'll be in. Then you can exit out of that. Pretty cool. If you have any questions about this install, just go and post a comment below. Thanks guys for watching the channel. Appreciate the support, and we will see you in the next video.